Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. It is Journal Time Tuesday, and it's our first episode of Journal Time Tuesday. So if you are new here, say hello and tell me where you are or where you are from, and tell me how you found me. Hello, hello. So I am late, you guys, but we are going to talk a little bit about that. My desk is a mess today, you guys. I've been doing stuff off camera. Hello, Melissa. Hi, sweet Sandra. Sandra, are you cooking? How much time do I got? Because we're going to chit chat. Hello, Kendra. How are you today, Kendra? I hope you are well. Okay, guys, I'm just cleaning off my desk a little bit. I just finished dinner. My hubby had it done. You're excited for this? Ooh, okay. Awesome. I'm glad. Did you start your board, Sandra? No, you poor thing. You probably didn't yet, but that's okay. That is A-okay, my dear. It's okay. If you didn't, some people didn't get a chance to, and that's okay. We're going to talk about it a little bit. I'm new from Arizona. You're new from Arizona. Hello. Welcome. I love Arizona. One of my besties' friends live there. Not cooking lip. You have time. Yay. Hi, Mom. How are you? All right, you guys. It is the first episode of I'm good, Kendra. I'm running around with my head like a chicken with my head cut off, but it's okay. Hi, Rhonda. Hello. I haven't yet, but I can't wait to. Yay. Okay. Well, you guys, there's one that I didn't get to post, but she did make one and she's getting credit, whether she knows it or not. But Miss Sam over at Graham's Rustic Farmhouse. Graham's Rustic Farmhouse made one as well. Hello, Sue. Have you been to Arizona before? Let's see. I wasn't there that long ago and I loved it. I plan to go next year too. It's definitely going to be a yearly thing. At least. Okay. Sorry, guys. I am just getting my things together. So we're going to chit-chat a little bit while we wait for some people to come on because Christy is late. And it is okay that Christy is late because I am my own boss. And sometimes life happens. Hi, Wanda. How are you? Prayers for you, Wanda. I'm sending you hugs. Christy sometimes runs late. Sometimes Christy runs late to her own job that she actually gets paid for. But when you're not on the clock, you don't get paid. So we're going to talk a little bit about some things. So there seems to be some type of, I guess a trend, not a trend, but there seems to be a little misunderstanding that some people have about Facebook and ads and things like that. And schedules and things like that. So I just want to start off by saying, you guys don't even know how prioritized I put this page. Because I love you all. I love being here. I love teaching you new things. I love learning new things. Heck, I love to sit here and make a little bit of a fool of myself, including not charging my phone. We'll see what happens with this. My thing is completely dying. I may have to just go with one light. We'll see what happens, you guys. But as long as my phone is charging, that's the main thing. So, sometimes I have a life outside of this page. And sometimes that life gets prioritized first, of course. And I know nobody on here, everybody that's on here right now that I'm seeing, this is not directed at you, but I know people watch the replays and it's not just necessarily for me. I've seen this happen on other creators' pages. People are complaining about not having a schedule. People are complaining about being, having to deal with ads or, not being able to be seen through the comments. There are some creators that have tons of people on here that they can't keep up with all of the comments. And it's really sad, but I sometimes don't get a chance to look at every single little comment. And if that hurts your heart, I'm so sorry. That makes my heart happy. Aw. if that hurts your feelings or that's hurt your, I'm so sorry. Send me another send me a direct message, or send, you know, put it again so I can see it. I don't have the means to go out and get a tablet at this moment. Okay. We've talked about it. It's just not in the plan right now. It's in the plan for the future, but as far as the ads, most of us creators do not control that. And a lot of the times it is the platforms, and it's not even through Facebook. A lot of times we try to blame Facebook for things, but it's not always Facebook. It's all the platforms that have the ads and things like that. And I mean, I understand everywhere you go, when you're watching TV, when you're listening to the radio, when you're on the road, on a road trip, you see ads, because that is what advertising is, a lot to do with how the market gets out there and how people get paid. So you guys have to understand, not you guys, but everybody has to kind of come to a conclusion or understand that when you're seeing these things, it's actually supporting your creator that you're watching. It's supporting the people that you love to bring you new content. 90% of my check, probably, well, not 90, but you guys know, a big percentage of my paycheck comes back into this craft room. And yes, it's fun for me, but I mean, I send out Happy Mail as often as I can. And you guys, I stock up this craft room to make it interesting and fun and happy times. And there are creators out there that get paid pretty good. And I know recently it's changed. It's not as much as it used to be, which is why a lot of your creator friends are doing, hello, Linda. Hello, Tony. Yes, behind the scenes, people don't understand. I get it. So I just wanted to kind of put a little clean slate up there. Yay, Brandy. I'm so glad you love your ATC cards. Half the reason why I do this, actually all of the reason why I do this, is not for the money. It'd be nice if I get to quit my job one day and do this all the time, but that's not in the books. And if that's not in God's plan for me, oh well, I'm just happy to do it. So 90% of the people that think that want to create, only 10% of those people actually get up and create. So we're very lucky to have all those creators and creative ideas in our lives. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little info on that, because there were some posts that I saw that it didn't offend me, but I feel like some of the watchers may be new to this. They don't know how it works. And I totally get the other side of it. But at the same time, you have to just kind of open your minds and perspectives. So that is all I was going to say on that. And I am late. Today is a perfect example. I'm running behind. I have a craft show table set up in my living room right now, because as I was working my 8 to 5 job today, I was also crafting things for my show and trying to prepare myself, because it's a new season. The last time I was at a craft show was Christmas, you guys. Christmas. I haven't been back to a show. So I have to take all of my Christmas stuff, replace all of that. And yes, I can do that on my own time, but I try to I try to do things when I can, in between, when I'm sitting on the phone, in between phone calls. So that's in the middle of my living room right now. And then my poor husband came home after working his 8 to 5 and jumps in the kitchen and helps me with that. So I can come on here and it's not 10 o'clock at night. Like some nights. So when I commit to you guys on my days where I do Tuesday and Thursday now, because that was the one thing, ATC Thursday has been a thing. I think I skipped maybe 1 or 2 over the last year. Every Thursday at 7 we do it. Plus you have family life. Yes. Thank gosh I don't have little kids. You guys would have never met me. Yeah, I'm negative. I'm in the negative, but love creating, please. Yes, I know. And that's the thing. A lot of us don't do that. We get a little something, but a lot of us don't do that. A lot of us we create from the heart, and we use our paychecks, and we appreciate when we do. And that's why I, as a crafter, I mean, I could possibly make some of this stuff that I'm buying, but I don't want to, because I want to support my crafter and I want to have a little piece of them in my house. And that's the joy of, getting to get to know crafters in the auctions. It's really important for us. Hello, my bestest bestie. That's so funny, Sam. So, Sam, we made these. I'm gonna start saying this now. I appreciate every one of the new crafters. I love learning things. I know, Sue. We love when you're here. And you guys, when I, like, for example, I'm not trying to spotlight Wanda, but I didn't see Wanda for a long time. And I was like, oh my gosh, Wanda, you're on my page. And then she messaged me. So cause I was actually worried when we don't see our regulars anymore. We're worried if we do something. We're worried if like, did I accidentally block them? Like, we get worried when we don't see our regular people. So I so appreciate you guys all for always spending time with me. I try not to chat your ear off too much, but I'm trying to come up with new exciting things. And you guys, the research that we do on the back end, you know, everything, it's a lot. So until you're put in this position, I don't think anybody would really understand, but that's why I like to do these little, you know, things like, hey guys, I see some people may not understand. And this is completely in a friendly way. I don't know. I'm not a very unfriendly person, but steer my wheels the wrong way and you will see a different side of me, of course. I love having a piece of you in my house. Oh, I know, right? And I always have a piece of my mom. This is why we do the junk journaling too, you guys. Oh, I appreciate you. Hello, Marlene. See, if Marlene would like never got on my page for like a week, I'd be messaging her, where are you? I'd be so worried. Okay, so you guys had homework because we did a little bit of this on Tuesday. It wasn't really the introduction, but it was somewhat part of it. So you guys, we've been working on little clipboards, and there's different options you can do with this too. But I challenge you guys to decorate a clipboard. Sam, do you see where I'm going with this now? Uh-oh, I lost a piece of my ephemera. That was a gift card. Okay, so I made my little clipboard last week. You guys, I have ephemera everywhere. And Sam, you made one of these and you posted it on your page. So you're getting credit to be in my drawing. So this is just about me. Some of you made some beautiful ones. The crafters I watch has got me out of my comfort zone. And oh, that's so awesome. I've done a lot that I would have never tried before. See? I mean, even like, my crafter friends inspire me sometimes, and we just spark each other, and that is the whole beauty of this whole community. And sometimes you're going to have some negative Nancy's in there, but you know what, you guys? You just move on. If you don't like it, follow someone else, go somewhere else. It's okay. Yes! So Sam, you did it, right? I'm waiting for my daughter to come in here because she's supposed to pick a name for me. So everybody that did one of these clipboards and posted it or sent it to me, because I tried to post everything. The only one I didn't get to post was Sam's because she was, you know, she was like, I saw the post and then I didn't get to save it. Kaylee, are you coming here to pick my person? Hello? Yeah. What are you doing with them? You don't have to be in the camera. I'm bringing a chair. You don't need a chair. You're just going to stand here for 2 minutes. Anyway. I don't know what my daughter's doing. But we are picking a name because I have some happy mail for, I had fun picking out ephemera for you. Oh, tell you want a makeup day. Tell you want a makeup day. That's funny. Well, I have been, you know, collecting this stuff over time. You guys, I'm not even kidding. I have 2 clipboards. This is a little mini one, and this is a big one. I never got around to doing it. I have been dealing with my mom this week. That is okay. And that is the whole thing. There's going to be plenty of opportunity to get, you know, goodies and things from me. So, everybody that did a clipboard, my mom's still working on hers too. She didn't even get around to it, okay? So it is absolutely fine. I put your name in here, and I'm just doing this, and Kaylee's going to pick one. And then she's going to tell me the name that she picked. You should be able to read my handwriting. You bought your blank one, I know. She got a nice one with the actual clip, not one of these things.
I do not know how to pronounce the last name, but this is the... Here, you read it out loud.
You read it out loud.
Melissa?
Melissa. You won. And Melissa, I've got a box to show off as well. So go ahead and pick a second one because I'm going to mail them as something different. You're not going to get the big box. Melissa, you're getting the big box, okay? Sue! Okay, Sue. Sue, I'm going to get a little one together because I had so much fun putting this together. I'm still working on my clipboard. Yay! Oh, your mom has dementia, Tony. I totally understand. I've been there. I am so sorry to hear that, but it is one of the toughest jobs. I've been there. My great-grandma had it too. I'm so glad you got your clipboard though. And this is perfect for you because now when you do have time, you're going to have a little therapy with this. Okay. So Melissa, you're getting this box. You're getting this box with all of this. You're going to love what's in here. I personally picked everything out in here. And Sue, you're going to get a little bit of this, about the same thing. Just we'll do a little smaller envelope because this is the big one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put this down here, and then I'm gonna show you real quick. So would you go get the thing that's on my desk? It looks like this. I didn't grab it. It's still on my desk. Huh?
What do you point at? That.
Okay, so Melissa, you guys, I didn't even know she was sending me Happy Mail, but she did. I got the good clipboard at Walmart. Yes, I'm so glad. I gotta get one of those too. So, okay. You guys, I didn't even know she was sending me something, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna send you this. My daughter's gonna go get the thing off my desk. How exciting. Yes! Everybody that did their homework got a chance to win, but there's gonna be plenty of opportunity. All right, so I'm gonna show you. I got the sweetest little package from Melissa, you guys. She gave it, yes, that's it. So she said, your son makes these, right? I understand what you're going through. My mom has it too. Oh, see, now a lot of us can relate to that same thing. You said your son made these, right? I love these. I'm going to be in touch with you too. Look at how cute. Oh, it is so adorable. Look, and I will read it to you because it's backwards. It's positive flamingo. I may be a tiny flamingo, but I believe in you. Go do your thing, stand tall, and be flamazing. Isn't that adorable? I just thank you so much. It made me smile. So I think I'm going to keep this on my desk. But I'm going to put her over here with Coral right now. She's going to chill out. So there you go. Don't fall. Don't fall. So I got this really cute pen. Hello, Vintage Country Crafting. It's nice to meet you. Are you new to my page? Oh, Janice. So this is a really nice pen. I might keep this for my work. But she sent me, you guys, an ATC card, which is so cute. She's got her name on it, and this is Happy Mail. I just love it. So you guys know I have to put all my stuff together. And then all my Happy Mail I'm going to make a journal with. So thank you so much for joining me, Janice. And then she sent me little bees. These are very different than what I have. And they're perfect for ATC cards. I'm trying to flip them around. So there's little ladybugs and bees. Isn't that so cute? I absolutely love that. She sent me, first of all, that flamingo was enough. I absolutely love that. I found some kids' books for $1 at my local thrift store for junk journals. Yes, I'm going to talk about that too. So she sent me these really pretty, she must remember I love purple. Look at the books, you guys. So this is perfect for ATC cards or ephemera. And that's the beauty of this. You guys, we're going to be making double the trouble, right? Double the goodness with our ATCs. And we can even incorporate our ATCs into our book. I know, right? I love the book pages. You guys, that's the first place I go now when I go into the stores. It's amazing. So, okay. And then she sent me some Galaxy ones. And you know what I was thinking? I had a plan for ATCs for this week already, but I think I may change it up. I don't know if you guys know what I'm thinking or not, but I'm just going to save it for a surprise. But I think we're going to be using these papers for ATCs on Thursday. We'll see what happens. And then these little like umbrellas. Look at all of these. The little teacups and the little fans. I absolutely, you love purple yourself. Girl, you got good taste. I just don't love it on a house. Let me make that clear. I just don't love it on a house. And then look at these. I'm going to save these for next year. These are perfect for journaling. They're like little Easter. I just love this one with the bunny. You know I love the bunny. But look at how cute, and the bird and the little bonnet. It's so cute. Hello, my beautiful Cheryl. I love that. That looks delicious. I want one of those. And there's another little bunny and a chick. So I'm going to definitely put this away so that we can use these journals next year. I know you love your purple, Marlene, just not on a house. And then this one is Let's Flamingo. I've never seen this one before. It's so cute. I want to say this is Dollar Tree too. Hello, Kimmy. How are you? But look, I just love that. So, Melissa, I will be sharing these napkins for Happy Meal as well. So that's so funny. So now I'm trading mail with you. But as you guys know, she won fair and square. I got everybody that entered in there. Okay. So where's my box? There it is. I have to organize myself. Otherwise, I'm going to get all sidetracked. All right. So this week, you guys, I started talking to you a little bit about the board books.
Do you need any more time?
No, I'm good. But thank you. You could take the chair out too so I don't fall. The board books. These are the board book journals. Okay, so we are going to, that's a good starting point for you guys. Okay, I'm going to put this back over here. I'm trying to catch my thoughts. Okay, so we made these. We're going to finish off, I think we're going to do maybe another page in here. And then I'm going to talk to you about an introduction page. Yes, I'm going to talk to you about introduction page, and we'll go over supplies. I'm watching my battery because it says it's charging, but I think Facebook is sucking the life out of the charge. So we'll see how far we get. So if you are just now joining, you have not seen this before, we used a child's board book, which happens to be a Dr. Seuss one. And we've been covering it and just kind of making almost like a sample journal, some practice for ourselves. And we've been collecting little bits and pieces of our life. I added you to the chat for the event. I hope you saw it. I'm in so many chats, Cheryl, but I will definitely look. I've been super busy, girl. Super busy. Yesterday was really rough, but it's okay. Well, I'll check it out. Okay, so the Ephemera clipboard is where you can go to collect your little pieces of what we call life, right? Like, I was at Starbucks earlier this month, and I used up my gift card, so I can put that in there. Anything left over from my ATCs, I can put in there. This actually, I added this to one of because it's springtime and Memorial Day is coming. So I did actually add the second half. This is the one I did on live, and I did a second one on this side. So I basically used another scrap of that piece of paper, and then I found this little clipping in one of those old-fashioned books. And it's these kids at a school, and they're all, it's about Flag Day. So they all have flags. So it's more like a vintage. And then I just found that little cutout that says America. So that's what I did on that one. So we're going to fill this out a little bit more. But I wanted to show you examples of the ephemera that I'm talking about. So I have these leftover petals from our ATC cards. We could definitely incorporate that in there. And then we kind of got a theme going on too. These were the leftover bees from the ATC night as well from last Thursday. So I clipped those in there. This was the other half of that page that I cut out. So we could use that for, like, say, a vintage type journal. This I got in the mail a while ago. You guys know I love my Disney. This was the Princess collection that the Bath & Body Works came out with. I could use my letters, or I can take pictures of those pretty bottles, or in the inside, It's Cinderella's slipper. I can cut that out. I see your emojis. And then, let's see. This was a coupon that I think expired, but it had purple clothes and stuff on it, which you guys know I love my clothes and my clothes shopping. These were gift cards that I got from McDonald's, but it had the Fry Guys. You guys, look it. It's the Fry Guys. Who remembers the Fry Guys? Does this look familiar? This came from my trip this was in the candy that I bought my husband when I came back from Arizona. And then I also saved on here, I don't think I have paint on here or something. I also saved just a plain billing envelope because you can decorate around these and use these as windows to put like little pop-up things in. And then my friend did give me a card, so I kept that in here as well. And this was a leftover napkin from another ATC night, but that is a really cute background. And then Sandy gave me her business card. And then these were just kind of like tags. And then this was kind of leftover again from our ATC night. So here was the packaging to one of the things that we used. So I can keep that. All right, now here's what I wanted to tell you. You guys don't have to use a clipboard if you feel like you're gonna have more and you're not gonna be able to keep up with it all. The point is to keep up with it. You don't want to overwhelm yourself, but remember, ephemera and the definition for ephemera is something that is only supposed to be used temporarily. But instead of tucking it away, recycling it, or throwing away, you put them in a journal to kind of preserve those things. Kind of like preserving time almost, but just on paper. I don't know what this was from, but this is a bumblebee. So I figured that would be really cute. We can even make a little pocket and put them coming out of the pocket. So that is my clipboard. That is my clipboard version. This is my little bag version. If you don't have, this was like a packaging to like one of the costumes I ordered from our Golden Girls event. Don't ask me how I remember that, I just do. But sometimes I just cut out packaging from all different sorts of things. Like this was from like an ad for like a pet store. And I just kind of keep it all in here until you can control it. You know, see what you love, see what you can live without. If you don't have one of those bags, one of these bags is just fine as well. Just a gallon bag. And then here's my little clipboard. If you don't want to overwhelm yourself with too much, you can get a little one. This one was part of a set that my grandmother owned, and I just love this little one. I'm probably going to decorate it with things about my grandma. So I have a little one. And this is really good for putting like in your bag on the go. If you don't want to like have a little envelope. See, Buc-ee's. Anything like this, you guys. Anything like this. This was from a shirt. Hello, Rainbow Bright. Okay, so you guys get the gist of that, right? That's what the ephemera's for. So that will be the main things that go in your journal. Now, today, we're going to work on a page in here. And I pulled out some things that I think I'm going to use. And then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about an introduction page. So many fun pieces. I know it. I know it. And you guys, you're going to see so much diversity from me because I'm a very diverse person. I love all types of music. I get in my moods where I just want to wear bright, colorful things from my childhood. Like, this girl hasn't really grown up. And then there's these times where I want to be more color coordinated or more neutral, you know, and you're just going to go off of kind of what's in your personality. You know, Sandra loves cows. She's going to do a lot of Western ones. I guarantee it. But I'm also a geek at heart. So I'm going to do Star Wars ones. I'm going to do comic book ones, like all kinds, you guys. And I'm just choosing kind of a pink and red theme on this page today. That's what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and make a page and then we'll talk about supplies. And I have to, you guys, I may have to lose my light here for just a minute. I don't know. Let's see if it happens. Yeah, it's gonna. I'm going to see if this will work because my phone is not keeping its charge. Okay. We're not going to do that then. I will probably just have to do this then. All right. We'll see how this works just for the moment. Can you guys still see me okay? All right. I don't know. I don't know, guys. That's correct. How would I guess that? Okay, so we're not just going to do board books, though. You guys, I want you, school is going to be out soon, and it's going to be right back in, or what you're going to start to see in the stores is what? School supplies. So you guys are going to see these composition books or just notebooks. I want you guys to pick them up. This is a book that I actually started. It doesn't have any ephemera in it, but this is a, this came with book. But it has kind of my list of all of my craft supplies and where I want to kind of organize them. I have a question about making pictures a smaller size. Yes, Tony. What I don't know if I know the technicality with it, but go ahead and ask your question. What I can try to do is probably going to be easier instead of me just talking about it. I can show you how it'll work on my computer versus everybody's computer is different. And of course, it just depends on, you know, what type of computer or what program you have. Sometimes I can actually print pictures and things straight from my phone, but I don't have a way to change the size of them through my phone. I actually have to go through the computer and do it, pick sizing. Like I can do, I like to do percentage, because if I just need it a little bit smaller, I'll do different ones. My mom goes to the copy place and she gets the girls to help her with it, or she tells them what size and they help her with it, or they do it for her. I do percentage. So what I do is I usually open it up in a Word document, because I have Word on my computer, and I can copy and paste like any of the printables that our lovely friends out here on Facebook put out. I'll put it in, I'll do, like, I'll just put it like at 50% and it'll shrink it down. That might be a little bit more of a, that is what you have to do. Yep, that's pretty much what everybody has to do. I would say I could try to do a tutorial on it one day. I don't know when I would have the time, because I have to borrow my husband's computer to do it. Maybe if it's slow on Friday, I can try if it's slow. So, because I have appointments tomorrow and I have ATC Thursdays on Thursday, so I can try to do it Friday. But that's pretty much what most people have to do, unless it already comes in that size. But you just kind of play around with the percentages until you get it the way you want, or about how you want it. So that's the best way I can answer that question. So, I forgot where I was going. Oh, so pick up yourself some books. Also, if you don't want to do the board book, and if this is too small for you, and if you're like, don't want to make things too small and you want something a little bit more this size, composition books are one thing that you can get. The other thing, which I'm super excited to start, and I think I'm going to do this next, is children's books, because I'm a big kid, you guys. But you can use any type of hardback books with pictures, things like this. You could pick out just a few of these pages, or you can pick out just one or two, however you want to do it. Okay, Tony. Yeah, I'll definitely try for you on Friday. So we're going to work with these kids books. So make sure you're picking up those at the thrifty store. I had gotten some other things too, but I don't think I'm going to show you everything of that tonight. We don't want to do everything in one day, because we don't want to be here forever. So I'm going to go ahead and show you just a simple little thing of supplies. that I'm gonna, and then we can look into my junk journal box. So Simple Supplies. This is exactly what you get when you order the wrinkle-free Scotch glue on Amazon. It does look a little bit different than my other bottle, which is not up here at the moment. I think it's at my desk. The other bottle is like all white, but it's I'm telling you, it's the exact same thing. Wrinkle-free Scotch glue stick. And it's $3.29. And this same thing in a different package at when Joann's was open was almost $6. But I usually got it 40% off, so it was about the same. But this is what you get from Amazon, and I think it's like $3. So you get 2 of them. So it's not that bad of a deal. It does last me a while, but you guys, I go through a lot of glue just because I do so many cards. The other thing that I seem to be liking is this, the E6000. This is the one from Walmart. I think I went through maybe about that much of this glue so far, and it was about $5, something like that. I think that's what it was. The expensive glue, oh, here's the glue stick. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, you guys. It just looks different. They try to trick you, I guess, because it came from a craft store. The other thing is, wait until you can afford it, but this, I think, was $7, this little bottle. And every junk journaler tells you to always keep the cap on and save every last bit of this glue. This is really good for fast holding and strong. It was also not on my list for my junk journaling class, but I also have this liquid glue. We're going to try it. It looks to be a very similar version of this and this, but it's just a little different than the glue stick. It's a little bit extra hold. Okay? So I think we're just going to use my regular glue. Or if you don't have that option, can't afford the option, Mod Podge works. Mod Podge works. You just have to let it dry. And there are some junk journaling that we will do with just the Mod Podge. First time watching? Well, hello, Belle's Creative Studio. Is that your name, Belle? I'm assuming. But my name is Christy. It's nice to meet you and have you here. I'm going over junk journaling and tools and different things that you'll need for it. So, you guys, these are for the TJ Maxx bags. This is a really good straight edge. You don't even have to cut it for like the edge of your book to do like a little border. So I did actually cut that off of my TJ Maxx bag. This is another thing that's at Walmart. We'll be using some of these. These clips are good for when you want to keep things in place. Oh, your name is Nancy. Okay. Nice to meet you, Nancy. Thank you for being here. These clips are good for holding things in place when you're waiting for things to dry, basically. So we're gonna do a page. We're gonna do a page in our little board book journal for now. And I need to figure out my situation with my charger. So give me 1 second, you guys. Put your comments, put any questions in the comments, and I will try to catch them if I can see them. But I'm going to ask you to hold for 2 seconds. This pesky little charger will not charge for me anymore. Sorry guys, I'm moving you around for 1 second. Okay. There we go. Whoops. Hold on. What in the heck is pulling on this? This is the story of my life, you guys. I'm just here for it. All right, now you guys got a preview of all of my lovely things, this craft room mess. I'm trying to get it so it doesn't pull it, but I guess we're just gonna have to go with this way. I'll adjust it. Oh my goodness, you guys. Look at, I'm losing people. Welcome, Nancy. You will like it here. It's awesome. Yes, I'm usually really awesome, but tonight I'm just having technical difficulties. I'm sure you know as a crafter. Hello, Nina. How are you? Please play that we don't have, oh, a bad weather here. You know, the weather's crazy. The weather's crazy, you guys. All right, well, I'm sorry you had to see all that. Okay, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to do a page in here, and then we're going to talk about introduction pages, because I was going to get out like a whole new book for you tonight, but I don't want to confuse this anymore. I want to finish one thing before I start it, because I have a habit of not finishing anything that I start. Raise your hand if you have the same problem. But at least my phone is possibly charging now. I don't even know. I try to be amazing. You guys are too much. I love you though. I love you though. Thank you so much for all of the compliments. I really appreciate it. Okay, so one little trick I wanted to show you, because we do a lot of gluing on this page, and this is a little out of sorts tonight. There we go. One little trick I learned, we do a lot of gluing on this page, especially with our glue stick. So I actually learned that if you put down parchment paper on anything you glue, it'll be less apt to stick to the things that's not supposed to stick to. Except for maybe your hands. But we're going to do that tonight. So I'm going to see how this works. So we're going to put our parchment paper underneath our work surface. And that's just so your pages aren't sticking together. It's not so much with ATC cards that it's the problem, but it's so that your things don't stick. Bad weather is coming through here now. Oh, really, Mom? We don't have any rain today. Like, none at all. Like, I even asked because I thought maybe it would possibly be getting a little cloudy, but it really didn't get that cloudy. But we had no bad weather. So let me practice what I preach. So I'm just doing all of my edges so it doesn't come up. Actually, I'm not going to do that side. I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here. And now I'm just going to place it down. And it almost seems to be the same length and everything as the page itself. So if you see here. Okay. Hello, Jennifer. How are you, Jennifer? I miss you, girlfriend. I don't know when I'm going to be up your way for a social Sunday anytime soon. You guys, my son invited me to his place for Mother's Day, so I'm going to be going to Gainesville. Hi, Christy. Oh, though it's okay. You're not that late, Amy, because I started late. Okay. See that strap I was telling you about? Don't throw them away. They're perfect for this type of thing. This just adds texture and all the things to your workspace. So we're going to go ahead and glue it on there. Now, I would say this might be a better glue for it, just for the live sake. We're going to go ahead and try it with this glue stick, because I live by this glue stick. All good here. Yay, I'm so glad. All right, so I'm just going to lay it on down. And now I have, and this is why I would use a little bit extra hold. But there I have my little piece right there. Okay. Now I want to add a little bit of my special ephemera. And you know what? I think I cut this just a little too short, but that is okay, because we can always add washi tape or something at the end. And I'll probably put that glue on there for some extra hold. But right now I'm working on the page. So sometimes you have to wait for it to dry in between. So you guys, I for the longest time, you probably haven't seen, but I have this little tray back here with the different strawberry things, because strawberry shortcake was one of my favorites as a kiddo. And this came in her little box, and I'm just going to cut it out. And I'm going to put it on the page, because why not? Because I love Miss Strawberry. So I think I'm going to go ahead and trim it down just a little. And just to give it some interest, I'm just going to cut my edges a little bit, almost like it's a little tag in itself. So there's that. So I'm going to put that on this page. You can save your scrap for the corners, or you don't have to. And I'm just going to glue this baby on here. And now I'm not getting glue all over my desk. Hi, New Nancy. It was beautiful here today. It was. That's awesome, Amy. It's about time, right? It's about time. I'm so glad to hear you're getting some spring weather. Goodness gracious, you guys waited long enough for it. Okay, and then I'm going to take this piece of fabric. This is actually came from a fabric strip, and I cut it out to use on a different project. But it's pink, and it kind of went with the background too. So I'm just going to use my glue stick, because we've done this before with ATCs, and these glue sticks actually stick to the fabric really well. I've never had an issue with it. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of lay this on here, and it's okay if your things overlap. You get that you can still read it. You love strawberry shortcake too? She's been around, you guys. She's been around for a while. And the new generations, it's so funny because when I was a kid, we didn't have Monster High, but my daughter grew up on that too, with Monster High. And it's funny because now she says that the new generation of Monster High is nothing like the old generation of Monster High. And I just find that so funny that she thinks that, because it's like we say that about, you know, the new Care Bears, the new My Little Ponies. They don't look anything like the 80s. It's kind of funny. So I'm just grabbing some flowers up here, you guys, because I noticed this flower almost looks like that one. So we're going to go ahead and put these on here as well, just to kind of doll it up a little bit. Now, you could put a pocket on here. I think I'm going to put a pocket on this side, though. Hello, my sweet Shonda. That's okay, girl. We're just doing a little journal. We did our little giveaway for all the ephemera. So it is okay dokie. So I'm going to go ahead. This I'm going to take this glue out. I'm just going to adjust what I did. So I'm just putting a little glue on this little tag piece right here. When you use this type of glue, it's definitely okay to use a second type of glue just to kind of hold it in place as well. So that's not going to hurt it at all. And that's what I would suggest, honestly. So you get just a little extra hold. There's nothing wrong with a little extra hold. I did put a little too much on the edge, but there's nothing that you can't clean up. Okay, I just used the extra scrap piece I got to clean that up. All right, so I'm just gonna put a little dab. And again, this is the glue that I'm using for that. I don't have 2 journals of people that I've lived in. I've done 2 journals of people that lived in. Oh, Amy, that sounds amazing. You can share it to the page if you want. That would be great. A lot of like the Tim Holtz type feel. That's what I would think. That's fun. How fun is that? Okay. And then we're just going to place this one right here. That does sound cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So interesting enough, I've actually saw some people that do an intro page, but it's not on the first page. Isn't that funny? They do it on the second or third. So here's another example of a like cut up envelope to make a pocket. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to just, I don't know if drying it with a heat dryer would do anything, but we're going to move on to this one. So we're going to move on to this page. Now, you guys know it's springtime. I brought out that floral. that beautiful floral. And it is okay if, when you're doing the board books, you can't really take these apart because they're already put together, which makes it a really great way to start. Hey Pam, how are you? Because then you're not sitting here putting together a book. Because I will say, I was in my class on Saturday. I'm not saying anything bad about it, but we had to kind of put our own book together, and I didn't have the right paper, or I didn't have the right measurements. I don't know, something was very off with my book, and I had to just stop and walk away from it, because I was not really getting it. Oh, where are you going? You're supposed to be here. I don't know how you did that. So it's okay if you have the book already kind of in place, and that's pretty much what these are going to do too. You'll kind of take apart some of it. But I'm just going to go ahead and just line up my pieces to where I could bend my book. And then I will just use my little tool or credit card, whatever you have. What was it? Last week I was using a Jenga block. Whatever you have. And just pat it down. Just glue that baby down. And then you could use the outside of it once it's glued on there, and you can just cut away at that. You could either use an X-Acto knife or scissors. And this book is not, it's not perfect either. Plus I have tabs coming out of it and different things. Now, if I were to kept it a Dr. Seuss, there'd be a lot of funny little fuzzies in here and things like that. Just things to make it fun. That's what it's about. All right, so I am going to put my introduction piece on the inside of this. So we're going to talk a little bit about introductions. So not everybody wants to do an introduction page, especially if you're making these for someone else. You could put, you know, the words introduction or introducing, or just kind of have like a title page with a nice little layout. But you don't necessarily need an introduction page. It is completely, that's not straight. It's still not straight, but that's okay. I might need to get my little scissors. You don't need an introduction piece, but sometimes if people do these for different occasions, say if this is my summer trip, or if this was one of the trips that I took to St. Augustine, you can make it about that, or you can mix and match different things, okay? No rhyme or reason. So I'm going to turn this into my introduction page, and I'm going to show you just an idea of what you can do. So when you do an introduction page, you can definitely, obviously, put your name or the date, and I'm going to include a picture. So these are my Christmas cards. I had extras. So this is my Christmas card from last year. There's me and my husband and my 2 puppies, because my puppies are everything to me. So, no offense to the kids, but you know, they're the babies right now. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out just the picture of my husband and I and my puppies, and I'm going to turn this into my introduction page. So I'm trying not to cut my husband's pants. Let's just say that. We'll keep it PG. But I think I'm going to leave that white border in there because I like it. So I'm going to kind of play off the pattern in the card. So, and of course our name and everything is on here too, but we don't have to do all that. Okay, so there is my little picture of us. And I'm just going to stick it right there. And now I'm going to cut out the picture of my puppies, because they're a big part of my life. They're a very big part of my life. Usually they come say hello to you if you're here. Or at least one of them does, usually. And this is the part that we are just going to, we can either write or you know, somehow, and I could even overlap it as it is like that, which I think I might do, and then just put our information there. So always kind of play with your stuff. Play with your stuff to see, you know, where you want things, all of that. So I think I just want to keep it there. So again, I'm going to take my photo, or you can do a copy of your photo. You don't have to cut up your real photos unless you want to. And I know that some of you may be like cringing on the, you know, the books of destroying the books and things like that. Some people are very sensitive to that. And I personally don't think that that's an issue. If you guys only knew how many books get destroyed and everything else, you may look at it different. But even if you don't, no judging here. That's totally your call. But to me, I believe that I saved them when I have my books. Good ideas. Thank you, Tony. Our fur babies matter a lot. Yes, they do. They absolutely do. They're our lives. They're our little children. Just in not human form. I know, I love my puppies. They're so spoiled. You guys, I got them Easter baskets. We had a little egg hunt / bone hunt in the front yard. Because I miss having kids to do that for, like little kids. I gave my daughter a basket, but it's not the same. It's not the same. One year during the when everybody was stuck inside, and during that time, we put prize numbers in the eggs, and we had prizes, and we had like even the teenagers were like go hunting for the eggs. It was a lot of fun. Okay. So there's a little bit, this is a perfect introduction page, at least in my opinion. I'm going to add some washi tape in here too, and then I'll show you. Because I have a little bit of a slit in between where the paper and this little bit meet. So I'm going to go ahead and cover that. And washi tape is a great way to cover like those ugly ends. You know what I mean? Like where the two things meet. It's a perfect way. And it does it so clean. So I just ran my finger up there. And then I'm just going to cut. I'm not the most cleanest cutter, but again, I'm trying to do all this in like less than an hour for you guys. Okay. So there's a perfect introduction page. This is things I like. I'm an 80s baby and I love strawberry shortcake. This definitely builds creativity. Yes, it does. And Kimmy definitely knows about that. Kimmy, did you do junk journaling as well? Have you like steered away from it, or have you not started it? I'm just curious. And then there's flowers. I love flowers. Bright colors. I love my bright colors. And then I love music, which that's what that little guitar is there. So the only other thing that I can add to this is a stamp. And I thought I had my little stamp in here with my name on it. But now I'm thinking I probably don't even have that in here anymore. I may have moved it. But that is okie dokie, because I can always write it in. I need to clean up my drawers, you guys. My drawers are looking like junk drawers. They definitely are. But yeah, I probably put away that stamp, but I had it for the longest time. Oh, you know what we're gonna do though? We're gonna put something on here. I got these stamps from Sam. I did not. Oh, just your friend did? Aww. I'm going to put this stamp on here. I got these from Sam. She had her little sale, and I was so excited. I snagged this one. It was, this is a Bible journaling, which we're going to do those too. We're going to do those too, you guys. Stamp, it's from a Bible journaling set. Let me find my little acrylic thing. And then I'm just going to use, because he is a big part of my life as well, so we have to include him on the front. And I'm just going to use I think I'm going to use the pink. Well, I'm not sure. Oh god, I'm going to use this one. It's like a maroon color, but it'll be dark enough to show. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp on my stamp. Can't stay. Good night, everyone. You're welcome. I had all the surprises to start. Oh, supplies to start. She was going to show me. Oh, Kimmy. Well, that's fine, dear. Whenever you're ready, I'm here for you, girl. I almost put this upside down, you guys. All right, so. That's so perfect. It says, he restores my soul. Can you guys see that okay? I know you can't read it okay because it's not face forward, but good night, Pam. Have a great evening. Thank you, Pam. You're so sweet, Pam. Okay. So we're going to dig a little bit into, I'm trying to think what else so basically the introduction page is just what that is. Now you can label it, you can give it a title, kind of like we give our ATCs a title. You guys will find all kinds of ways to make these your own. Okay? I have faith in you, I promise. So I'm going to put this back in here. I actually have these out. How many times can you use those stamps? Terry, I've used my stamps over and over and over and over and over again. They're not necessarily, they are rubber, so I would say unless they're in direct sunlight or melting, or they get some of the older rubber stamps, like the ones like this, sometimes they can dry out. But I still have stamps, Terry, from when I was 7 or 8, and I'm in my 40s, okay? So they last a really long time. Our Dollar Tree today had 2 new stamps I've never seen. Coffee Time, and the other is birds. You grabbed them? You got bird ones? I don't think I've seen those. But now what you could do is you could grab another piece of your ephemera, like something light colored or whatever, and then cut out a little piece. And then you would put Introduction to Journaling. That's what I'm going to write on here. What did you say? They still stick. Yes, they still stick. They're silicone, so that stuff will stick forever. I mean, it'll last. If you take care of them. Now you have to make sure you clean them off and you put them back on your plastic, because if they get dirty, that's the thing with rubber. You can wash them off. I've had my stamp with my name for over 20 years. That one that's on that card, that's amazing. I have a stamp that has my name, and it's very hard to find my name and my spelling. So I'm just going to write. And you know what, guys? You're going to start writing more, and it's going to increase. It's going to, well, for me, it's hopefully going to improve my, my handwriting, because my handwriting really stinks right now. Christy's stamps were red rubber when she was a child. Yes. So the red rubber ones are the ones that are wooden, and then they have this clear stamp clings. And there's only been, I think I've only had one stamp that didn't do well. Hello, Becca Boo. How are you? Okay. Because Christy can't talk and write at the same time. You see I do that all the time. My mom makes fun of me, you guys. Tell her not to make fun of me for that. But I do that still to this day. So I'm just going to write that in here. And then we have our page. Yes, that's the one. Yes. Yes, Terry, they last a very, very long time. I've had my Dollar Tree stamps for a very, very long time. And they last. It is just so much fun. Becca, I'm good, sweetheart. I have been just life. Just very busy with life. But I am okay, hun. All right, so then you would talk about like the season, what the journal is about. If you're doing it for someone else, you could write their characteristics. Like, you know, if I were to talk about my daughter, I would say she is caring, she is motivated, she is, you know, creative. I would just, you know, put whatever you want. And that's the thing. There's really nothing wrong that you can do with this. And everybody goes different directions. But this is just an example. You went to Dollar Tree and found a clear cling, ABC, and clear thing to stick them to. Yes, that's what it's called, a block. So they come in different sizes. Dollar Tree ones are usually small, but you can usually find the bigger ones at Hobby Lobby as well. And then the inks, you could either use markers, or you could get some inks, and you can find those at any craft stores. And I don't know if the Dollar Tree has good ones as far as, like, see, this is no, that's not a Dollar Tree one. Where's the Dollar Tree one? I've used many Dollar Tree stamps. I think I use them all the time when we're doing our ATCs. But I would recommend getting a little bit better ink, because it looks nice and cleaner when you get a better ink. Dollar Tree inks can be iffy sometimes. Hi, Karen. Okay, so there is another little entry. You guys, look, we only have 2 more pages, and then we're done with this, right? We're completely done. Now, I don't know if you guys were with me when I did the, I think I did this off camera, but I just took a piece of fabric. Maybe I didn't do it off camera, but I just kind of put it down the middle of my board book to hide it. And then you just trim off. Like, what I would do is I would open it maybe about halfway. And then I just trim off the excess on the top there. And I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you could do all kinds of things to kind of make it more clean looking. This book was a little bit beat up to begin with, so I definitely salvaged this one. This was going to the trash. My friend actually gave this to me. So it's just fun to look at when you want to look back and see, you know, what did I do last season, or just some reminiscing. You agree about that ink? Yeah, it is a little interesting, isn't it? Okay, so let me get my junk journaling box out. So any questions on introduction, any ideas, pop them in the comments, you guys. We're here to learn and share. All right, so, and I told you guys already, some of the bric-a-brac, they have these in all different colors. Every time I go to Walmart, grab another color. Get yourself some kids books or small board books like that. You guys know I'm going to do a lot of kids books because that's just what I do. You guys, I had this book when I was a kid, and I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, it's only $1. And even if it's written in, you can cover that up with anything you wanted. But I remember this Minnie and Me series. That's why I love Minnie Mouse so much. Anything really. Oh, and the last other little thing I wanted to show you. I found a little pocket dictionary. These little dictionary pages are so fun to put into junk journals. You just rip the page out. If you have a specific item that you're kind of emphasizing on that page, like any type of flower, you can look up the name of that flower, see if it's in the dictionary, and put that page on there. These are perfect. Also, recipe cards and postcards, everything like that. It's fair game with any of this. Okay, so we're gonna look at my junk journaling box. This is just a box that I kind of set aside Not to be used with ATCs, but to just, you know, for journaling specifically. And we could mix and match. That's the whole thing I like about this whole thing. I probably have one side, like a quarter of my craft room at least, if not 40%, is paper crafts and albums and things. So if you have pieces of cardboard, these are very interesting to put in journals. These would probably look better in the bigger ones. These little envelopes were found in the Valentine's from Valentine's Day at the Dollar Tree. Very little. These were just tags. They're coffee tags. So those are always cute, especially if you have a coffee date. If you were out with a friend for coffee, you want to remember it. Or you can save the sleeve from when you were with them that day. And these can be turned into pockets, you guys. You just glue that down and glue that together. And look, you got yourself a pocket to hold something. Love it. We're going to learn all about pockets as well. These I've told you guys to get. They're the little coin envelopes. We already have one of those in the board books. I did find an Uno and an apples to apples game. So that's just a fun little piece to put in there. It's all about having fun. They have these in different sizes. These are the inserts to my socks. But you guys, I don't know. I feel like we can do something with this. I don't know. I threw them in here. We're going to get creative with that, okay? Now, here are some more of the little tools that I told you guys to look at. My friend Kimmy also sent me some of these. These are like the little tabs for the agendas. Sometimes you can find these on clearance for like $1. They look really cute on the edge of like a really important bunch. You love paper crafting, Karen. I know. Did you do it at Ephemera board, Karen? Did you see mine? I posted it. This is where you're gonna keep all your ephemera. I did my own board. Those are easy. Okay, some of you may or may not know about this type of tool, but this is almost, it's like a tweezer. So if you see that, see what I'm doing? I'm kind of moving that as I press it. This is good when you're working with really tiny, like these little tiny flowers and things. You got the tabs? That's awesome. These are usually, if it says Paper Studio, well, this one I think is the Hobby Lobby brand, but Paper Studio, a lot of times will go on sale. But this is good for those little tiny pieces to get in and out of there. And then we are going to learn to sew. And I'm going to teach you about that once I have a little bit of practice, because I need a little bit of practice. But I just got these really big needles because these are good for sewing. And you're going to need a pokey tool too. Like my friend Kimmy has showed off her pokey tools. And I think it's called a awl, A-W-L. And it is highly recommended that you get an awl with a rubber handle. And as far as I think it's on Amazon, you can get those. Okay, so that's what I have in there. I know I'm not trying to overwhelm you. I just have in here some doilies and some napkins. See, I kind of put them all in here. I also have a small little notebook that you can find at Dollar Tree. These are perfect for little practice journals or art journals. Even if you want to do a little bit of watercolor. You've made junk journals before, Karen? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited you're here then. You could teach me some things. These little fun ribbons are good to have. So if you see any on clearance or whatever, you can pick some of those up. They do have those at Dollar Tree sometimes. This was stuff I ordered off the move for like C's, for C ones. Playing cards, stamps. You have those vintage packs that you can get. They're make the better they got. The more you make, the better you get. I bet. I have shown these before. This one was from the Memory Keepers. They have all kinds of chipboard lettering, but even like Terry said, you can get the lettering stamps and make your own lettering to put your name on it for your introduction page. These are just different papers I have, you guys. The last one I'm going to hit you with right now, and then we'll probably, you know, just scrap papers, whatever you've got. Before I sign off, the last thing I'm going to hit you with is this tool. Now, there are lots of them out there, and trust me, I am kicking myself because I saw the brand that came with everything on clearance at Michael's for like $25, and that was on clearance. But this one was, I believe, 12 or 14. This is basically the Michael's version of, because Michael's doesn't have those companies anymore. They only make their own brand, which is the Recollections. This is either an eyelet machine or a crocodile. And this is when you're going to be putting holes in the very thick board books. Not like these. You could probably use it in this. You could probably use it on that. I'm not going to try, but this is more for doing like this type of thing. If you need to get through the actual board. And there's different settings on it. As you can see, I have not tried it yet. Christy has not had the time for that. But eventually it's something to look into if you're going to be making different types of books similar to that. I had a bad experience with an all not thinking was trying to take a staple out a piece of wood. Oh, it slipped. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can't see the thing. It slipped and stayed in the palm of my hand. Oh, ask Marlene. Oh no, I found a pack of that paper you said you got at Dollar Tree too. Oh, that's good. Hello, Carrie. No, that's okay. I'm just kind of going over. You have the crocodiles too? You're lucky. I kicked myself for not getting it that time. And then I went back and I'm like, just thinking maybe it's still there, that nobody knows. But I really wish I would have got it. Stab the palm of your hand. So that's another thing. If you are going to get an awl, be very, very careful. And one of the creators that I was watching, she recommended when you were using the awl, on the other side of it, don't put your hand there, but on the other side of it, put some kind of like cushioning from like, you know how they like wrap up electronics with that foam that's really, it's not foam, but it's like it's not like this type. I'm trying to think. And it's not bubble wrap. I don't know what it's called, but it's like that stuff that they put. You have a crocodile, Marlene? I'm jealous. It's that stuff that they put like around your phones to keep it from, you know, getting shocked when it's in rote and stuff, because, you know, it's an expensive phone. So, get some packing materials that's thick enough to hold in place under it. You have a great supply of fun stuff. I know I do, Karen. And I just gave some of it away. So we had, Melissa won the Ephemera pack, my little box that I gave her. And then Sue is going to get another box similar like that too. Because I had to pick 2 people because this was so much fun putting this together. I have all kinds of sort of goodies in here. So, Melissa, I will send these out. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to be able to send them out tomorrow. I will get them in the mail on Thursday, so you get it. You'll probably get it next week, early next week. So, I just have a lot going on. So, any other questions? I'll never do that again. It was a score. Oh, it was a scarf for a while. Yes. Well, that's definitely understandably so. You have the bigger one, Tony. That's awesome. Well, I'm definitely I think I'm gonna practice on some of these little books, and because you cut them apart, and, you know, all that other stuff. So if you guys saw my stuff, and then my home shopping haul, some of you saw the video, how much I got for just like $20. So I'm sharing all of that with you guys as well. So it's going to be fun. So I'm hoping that obviously I won't have these technical issues. And I did get a new stand, but I was filming and it's in the other room and I was already running late today. You probably wouldn't have seen me guys till like 9 o'clock if I would have had to mess with that. So, hello Pam, how are you? Hey. So we're just going over our junk journals. We just kind of finished a page. And this is the thing, this is at your pace. I don't want you guys thinking that you have to run off and, you know, finish your board this week, or this is all at your pace. It's all about doing things and being therapeutic for you. See, I'm already getting too much in here. I gotta do more pages, you guys. All my stuff is falling out. But that's why I said you don't have to use the board. You can even use the smaller board like the one my grandma had. Or you can even use these little plastic cases. And these are going to be in Dollar Tree soon, you guys. This one came with beads in it from Amazon. And I actually love these little cases to keep my business cards and things in, so they don't blow away and things if you're at a craft show on a windy day. So, but yeah, these are just, you know, in washi tape, stamps. You guys know everything that we have created with ATC cards. It's basically the same thing. It's just making like almost a bigger card. So hopefully you guys have fun with this. That is the main thing. And remember, be kind to everybody. Just, you know, everybody's going to be at their own pace. And, you know, I'm sorry about my rant in the beginning, but you guys, I know you guys that are on here right now totally get me, but some of you just probably needed another vision of, you know, what it means when people do the whole advertisements and things. But yes, I'm going to go relax for the rest of the evening. Going to clean up my craft room a little bit. And yes, it is the perfect size, isn't it? This is also cute for when you want to bring ATC cards around to like your friends, like swap meets or whatever. If you want to just bring, it keeps them from bending in these little things. I'm telling you, I love these little cases. They're going to be out for school. Usually they are. Hopefully they are this year. But I usually pick up 2 or 3 of them because I always find room for those. You're welcome, Sue. All right, guys, I'm out for the evening. I am hoping I get to see you tomorrow. I'm trying to put that in my schedule. But if I don't, I know I will be on for Thursday, for ATC Thursday. And then I'm in an event. So you guys are going to see me early on Friday, right at 5 o'clock. We are doing a fundraiser for our dear friend that needs us. So I hope everybody has a wonderful night. And I thank you again for spending your time with me. You guys, I love you. Have a wonderful night. Bye.